Hello, I'm back again to flip your switch with Grace. Saturday is my busy day. We have just finished, launching Naomi's podcast. We interviewed Miss Caitlin, and this afternoon we will have another guest. Flip it with switch with Grace is getting busier, okay, than ever. So we'd like to say hello to our viewers. This is live at my timeline. Global TV, we have international viewers from all over the world. Thank you for having me as one of the moderator and one of the show at Global TV. We also have Flip Your Switch with Grace group. We have Lane, the Life Vantage, Business Opportunity. We also have Dilly Dilly. And of course, the supporters of our Dementia Coach, Miss Riza Carlton, who will be our guest. Today, we will focus on the brain food since we have a guest who is a dementia coach, a physical therapist, and a mom of beautiful boy. So, without further ado, let me call Miss Riza. Miss Riza will be talking about her own story, her own journey, and just inspire you guys as we discuss the topic of some supplementation. Why is it important to supplement nowadays and things like that? So may we call on Miss Riza. Thank you so much. There you go.
Hey, Mom Grace.
All right, Miss Riza. Will you introduce yourself and tell us about yourself?
Yes. Thank you, Mom Grace. I'm Riza Carlton, physical therapist and a dementia coach. And I am part of the Life Vantage Steadfast group. So, good afternoon, everyone. And hello, Pilipinas, because Philippines is watching us as well. So, thank you, Mom, for having me here and be able to share my personal story of experiencing the memory loss and after that humbling experience, I was diligent about looking for what will help me and people who are affected with Alzheimer's and dementia, and the caregivers who have a high risk of having the Alzheimer's, um, having a family, experiencing that. So, um, brain health is very important, and that's what we are sharing to you all. Is what we can do to keep a healthier brain and and slowing down the aging process of the brain as we age.
Okay. So thank you for that. Miss Risa here is very open-minded. I reach out to her. She is actually my former physical therapy student in the Philippines, but I'm not that old, right? So I reach out to her, and will you tell us? Will you bring us to that challenge that you have, and tell me a little bit of that story? How you got inspired to try something that might have helped.
Yes. I experienced the memory loss 2 years ago. It was May of 2019. And of course, looking back, I am trying to identify what caused my memory loss because I was only 42 years old. But I know at that time that it was a very stressful life for me in a very stressful environment. So I went worse, and as everybody know, it's 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 not a good experience to have those. So it's like a loss, losing the family, and So all those stress, and there's a lot of stress at work too. I'm working full time, trying to meet productivity, trying to please everybody. You have to keep the patients happy. You have to keep the company happy. And do your job. So the last on the list was taking care of myself. So um, working, well, we call it 9 to 5 job, but it's actually like took over my life. And being a single mom, I have to work, I have to provide. And you know healthcare profession is very demanding. And we are, as clinicians and healthcare providers, we care, right? We take care of our clients. And that's the thing that we want to promote here, that we have to take care of ourselves.
Yes,
We have to
especially
be healthy. Yes, we have to be
yes.
healthy so we can be healthier for others and empower others. Because if we are not well, they can't rely on us. So I was only getting 4 hours of sleep because I do the work in the daytime, see my patients. I get home, eat my dinner, and then it's all like documentation, because you got to do that for insurance to pay. So that was my lifestyle. I mean, it's a demand that I have to perform, do my job, and make income. So I was only sleeping 4 hours Monday to Friday. And by Friday, you guys can imagine I'm drained because, I don't have rest mentally. And then on Saturdays and Sunday, that's where I catch up, my sleep, which was not very healthy. But that's something that I need to do, right? To be able to um, keep my job and work, and help people. So it took about, I would say, 6 months. I mean, I'm younger, so it's sad to say, but I was not realizing then, right? Because my focus was like, I have to work, I have to provide, take care of my son. And subconsciously I'm neglecting myself. I don't have time to cook healthy foods, so I eat, the fast foods. We're eating unhealthy, my son and myself. I'm not getting enough sleep, which I only get 4 hours a night because I have documentation to do, and then I don't have time to exercise. So I start my work at 8:30. I get home around 8 p.m. So, and the time left for the night is to eat my dinner, take care of my son for bed, and then do another work. Um, so after 6 months, I believe my brain shut down. I mean, I can only do so much, right? So, not getting the sleep, um, I started experiencing the memory loss. And God is so smart how He designed our body, our brain body. It's, you got to take care of it. And we are like machines too. We have to take care of ourselves or it will eventually shut down. So that's what happened to me. And so recovering from that, that's where I got the inspiration to become a dementia coach. And then I reached out to Mom Grace because she talks about health in her Facebook group. Talk about health. So I reach out to her. She's studying functional medicine, and she's introducing me the. She's like, Riza, you have to be NRF2 activated, and I'm like, what is that? So I'm very skeptical about medications, what to take, supplements, because in the past I had experience of taking them and I'm getting the side effects. Now, the beauty of having Mom Grace coaching me is she has a lot of knowledge about science, right? So, I mean, the first, second time we talk, she's sharing her personal experience, her family, how the NRF2 was able to help her and her son. I'm like, okay, and but there's science behind it. I mean, she's telling me, you know, Riza, we go back to the basics. You study about the cell, right? So we are composed of cells in our body, and she, and I have gut issues, which my GI doctor mom mentioned to me that because I'm not taking my time to eat. When you're rushing, you're eating, that affects your digestion. You're not giving yourself the time to, eat your food, digest, and that can cause a lot of problems, diarrhea, constipation. So, he advised me that a lot of time for, for lunch, 30-minute lunch, you eat, and we are working moms, so we are on the go. I eat in the car, and I'm still on the work mode because I have patients to see. So that's what caused my intestinal problem, and I've been suffering for that chronic diarrhea for about 12 years. And I was so desperate because I'm on the road all day with my job, and finding a bathroom is just like, it eats up my time too. So I told Mom Grace, okay, I'll try it. And she recommended the low carb fasting. It's like, Riza, you have to detox. So eat right, eat healthy, and then we will introduce the ACTIO and the NRF2. I'm like, okay. So it wasn't easy. I love to eat. That's why, it's hard for me to lose weight, because and most Filipinos love food. So in any gathering you get together, there's always food. We bring food. Um, so did the low carb fasting, and after, it was amazing because I really stick to it. I am a person who, when I want to do it, I put my heart and my soul to do it, because it would be fair, right, for like Mom Grace introducing this, and then I'm not diligent about following her instructions, and then I would just say it doesn't work, right? So I'm like, I want to make sure I stick to it, and see if it works for me. And after a week or 2 weeks of the fasting, guess what? I don't have to take my gut pill. It's a prescription medication, huge pill that I have to take twice a day. And after 2 weeks of the low carb fasting, I don't have to take it because my gut was detox. And
Yes.
then Mom Grace is educating me eating, feeding our good bacteria, so it will seal those leaky guts. And I think that's what I had too, because I'm eating bad food, scrappy food. And then after a month of the low carb, then I started the NRF2. And the amazing thing I noticed about it is it energized me. I'm talking about second day of taking it, I already feel the difference. I get premenstrual syndrome, the PMS. So I get the fatigue, muscle aches 1 week before my period and during my period. It's tough, but with the NRF2, I feel energized. I don't have the muscle aches. And yesterday, Mom Grace, we did moving from my storage and we lifted a heavy furniture, right? I mean, to the second floor. Imagine going to the stairs. And last night, I'm like, I'm gonna be sore tomorrow, right? I have to ice. But then, I went to bed without icing. Waking up this morning,
You still
no
have
back pain. No, yeah, yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing.
amazing
So,
how can we activate ourselves. Yes, speaking of activation, you've mentioned about the leaky gut. I'm just gonna a little bit discuss it for the viewers. In a leaky gut is a term that would explain that the condition of your gut, your intestine having leakage. No, it's
mhm,
not. It's when you eat a lot of bad food, when you eat a lot of like chemical processed food, and drink a lot of antibiotics, even medicine. It will hurt your intestinal lining. So there's supposed to be we call it guard to process or filter the bad bacteria to a good bacteria. But then when you have a leaky gut, that's what I had to. And mind you, it is also a cause of a lot of gain weight. Okay, now you're listening. So why is it that when you take care of that leaky gut, when you eat, the things like detoxification, things like that. That's the what thing that we do in functional medicine is to take off all the bad stuff out of your system, and replacing those good bacteria with a great products that we are promoting. So we help ourselves heal from within. We help ourselves seal those leaky bacteria, to make it function. And a lot of this medical diseases, medical issues, things like where you have it. So it actually is the root cause of most of the diseases. And I didn't even know before when I was doing autism specialist thing. I know there's a connection between brain and gut, and then I dig from there, from the autism specialization. I I I I get really inspired how taking care of the leaky gut would also take care of your brain, because most of us it's just like inflammation of your gut would,
mhm,
if it leaks, it goes to the bloodstream. Your gut goes to the bloodstream. When you eat food, it leaks on your system. When it goes to your joint, it becomes arthritis. When it goes to your head, it becomes autism, stroke, even migraine, guys. Brain fog is really common. Those brain fog that you don't remember where you are, you don't remember who you're talking to, and you can't focus. That's the reason why we have to focus now on this, is the brain activation, or a brain activation. Since Riza here is a dementia coach, we will discuss what are the things that we need to take. There's a lot of things that we could take. One is the whole food, but since we are aging, on the process of aging, our body is not functioning well. And that's the beauty of activation. You have to activate it. The difference between supplementation and activation is that in supplementation, you just take, like, say, vitamin C, vitamin D, that's supplementation. Okay? And it helps. But then it takes care of the few free radicals or the damage of your cells. But the activation, it's in one form of pill, but it is very powerful that it activates most 1 million free radicals in one pill. So it's just like more activation. That's why
mhm.
it's activation. It's called activation. Is you take care of more free radicals, neutralize it. So that's what happened to you, Risa. When we tried to, when you discuss about what you're feeling and things like that. One is to have a lifestyle change, and that's where we started. The lifestyle change is for you to eat whole food. You don't have to really suffer from not eating, because a lot of us guys, when we when we want to lose weight, we tend to do calorie counting. Okay, that would work, but then when you have a calorie counting, you're just our body is not actually. I've learned it from the low carb fasting certification. Is that our body is actually not sensitive to calories. So let's say, okay, I have to explain that when you eat a burger, okay, which is 300 calories, and when you eat apple, which is, let's say, I'm just guessing, okay,
Mm-hmm.
6 calories,
Mm-hmm.
the body doesn't know that, hey, it's a 300. Your body doesn't calculate it's 300, it's 600, or six calories. So between apple and burger, it will spike your glucose, depending on, of course, the sugar in each food. But then it will spike at the same time. It will activate your system to, hey, get ready, the food is coming. So that is the reason why a lot of this diet, which is calorie counting, doesn't work long.
Yeah.
It might work first, but it's not gonna last. It's gonna last because of that mechanism that your body will not really detect if it's 300 calories or 6 calories. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I love the low carb fasting, because it has a science and it works. This is the thing I just this is the thing that I did lately that really it melted my fats really fast. So, going back, I talked a lot, I'm sorry. Going back, we will focus on the on the brain food today, because there's a lot. I don't like to overwhelm you. But, since we have mentioned about the leaky guts, that's the reason why I just, explain it. But going back to you, Ms. Riza, you are a dementia coach, so you focus more on helping these caregivers. What do you do there as a dementia coach?
Now, like I mentioned, I have the personal experience of the memory loss, and and then I'm a healthcare professional. So I believe that God allowed for me to experience the memory loss so I can minister and I can teach, I can educate more powerful to dementia caregivers because I'm a physical therapist, I'm a healthcare professional, and I've been, working with elder population from when I started as a physical therapist, and then on the side, I know I know what their loved one experience because I experienced the mild stage of the memory loss where I can't find things. Um, I get irritated, well, upset with myself because I'm 42 and I can't think, I can't remember, and it's very frustrating. And those are the personal experiences that I'm able to share and teach, and now I am learning about brain health.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, it's
Would you
we
like
are still.
would you like to okay, share what the activation, we call it B12 B6 magnesium drink. Would you
Right.
like to share your experience on that, because we're going to focus on that product?
Yeah, sure, sure. So for me, seeking supplements or natural remedy, I'm for like it has to be holistic because my body is very sensitive to any medication I take. I get the reactions, I get the side effects. Even flu shot. I got the first flu shot and I ended up having the flu. So I know my body and everybody's different. I know that the natural holistic way of intervention and addressing my health problems are the best way for me. So I started the NRF2 and it energizes me, right? It gives me the energy, and And it's amazing because I feel like I have to burn the energy or I can't fall asleep that night because I'm so loaded with energy, right? But knowing that it's holistic, it's a natural way of activating your cells, your own cells. So it's
Mhm.
not like a substitute for the power drinks, right? The power drinks out there. I mean, you get that high energy and then you zonk.
Yes.
So NRF2, yeah, NRF2 is like it's a steady, good, you know, energizer. So I'm, messaging Mom Grace. I'm like, I like this feeling. Like I like the energy I have because prior to the NRF2 activation, I like, I get my 8 hour of sleep, but then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm already tired. I don't get it, right? And then understanding is the oxidative stress
Mhm.
that you get. The food you eat, emotional stress, physical stress. Lack of sleep. So now it's good. Like then I actually have the itchiness from the NRF2, right? And I'm like, and that kind of scare me. And I'm like, Mom Grace, I don't like this NRF2 because I can't sleep at night. I'm having the tingling. I'm having reactions. I'm like, this is what other supplements did to me, and I discontinue. So and Mom Grace was very gracious and very patient with me. And she's like, Riza, that's a reaction of magnesium deficit. And that's the beauty of having Mom Grace to coach you because she has a lot of knowledge about, with her functional medicine um, that she is studying now and educating me. And she's like, Riza, okay, now it's the best time to start the actual because it's loaded with magnesium, B6 and B12. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm a healthcare professional, but that's not my specialty. But I listened to her. And like, okay, mom, I'll try it, and and taking the actual, well, it's a drink. I drink it in the morning. And then that first night, I slept good. And the side effects just subside. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm finding myself that I can do more, like the lifting, and then not having the soreness. And then I got into loving, doing hip hop dance for my workout. Prior to the NRF2 and app show, it's like that's too fast for me. I can't follow, right? And the coordination.
So
Uh-huh.
I get my energy, huh? So speaking of
Yes.
energy, we have some viewers here. Miss Naomi, who was just a speaker a while ago, watching live, and Micah Bailey say hello. And Naomi said, "Thank you for being so transparent." Risa, you are amazing. So we have a lot of viewers from different part of the world, educating people that there is a way to activate our body, and it's you have to have a young looking skin, and
Yes. Yes.
also nowadays, we have a lot of anxiety, we have a lot of comments. I have also to share, some of my clients would have that, my kids sometimes, teenagers, there's a lot of like stress in their life at the school. This is my blessing. This is actually my god-given blessing, that I have this drink. So when they are in the panic mode, I said, here, drink. So I have like help, extra help for my kids to come down. So I started sharing this to other people, and even with athletes. Sometimes the football players are so tense. A lot of people are watching them. They need to have this focus, and why is it's giving us focus, is what I'm gonna discuss. Okay, so this energy, we don't usually call it energy drink, but it's a B12, B6, magnesium. And we have to really be careful, guys, when we drink this energy drink that's in the market, say the the Gatorade. um just check the ingredients, guys. It doesn't says that it's an energy drink, it will their focus. You have to, as a functional medicine, I am now so mindful of the ingredients. If you see fructose, okay, that will deplete your vitamin D, and it will spike your insulin, it will spike your glucose, so it will make you, okay, have energy but gain weight. So most of us are deficit with magnesium B12, B6, which is the root cause of most of the illnesses. And I have one client that she said, um, she had this brain surgery and things like that. When I said, hey, I can help you, and she is a nurse, and she said, why, how can you help me, you're a physical therapist. So prior to that, she doesn't know that I'm studying also functional medicine. I said, I just know that I can help you. And said, and I give that drink, and I said, this football player said, back me up. I said, just listen to Grace. And lo and behold, that somebody said, I was able to go back to work after weeks of brain surgery with a lot of energy. And she's been telling everybody, listen to Grace. So that is so amazing, guys, because all I want is just for to share this feeling that I have, to share that this activation that I have, to share this joy to everyone, that there is something that we were just deficit with magnesium because we can't get it from our food. A lot of this food are frozen, so we microwave it and we felt bad. So that's the reason why I started doing cooking show. So I want to being said that we were almost gonna be finished, what is the what is this drink all about? Is that is the energy, the concentration, the focus. We all want more of it. Okay. And this to meet the demands of our busy world, our circadian rhythm, okay, naturally drops our energy mid-morning and mid-afternoon. But who has time to stop and take a nap, right? When we are working, we can take a nap. So that's what I do, is like if I feel that, the circadian rhythm, and I feel like druggy, sleepy, I drink that. I drink that and I feel great again. And until 10 o'clock, I'm still I'm still working and working. And then I can clean my house. I can think. And why is that? That is because this has an ingredient between aside from B12, B6, magnesium. This drink has B12, which is supports your brain function. It also is required for energy metabolism. It helps your maintain a normal cellular function. It helps promote positive mood. That's the reason why we're always happy. When you drink this, we're always like so jolly, and you forget about anxiety and being depressed. And it also helps support the vitamin B. It also support the optimal working memory. So before, guys, I have a brain fog. I can't even remember where my key is. But now I can study more. It helps reduce fatigue, so I have more energy. I went back to Zumba, and teaching Zumba, or not Zumba, but just the dance or exercise. It also promotes your healthier energy. What is magnesium? Magnesium is it helps support a normal nervous system function, which is your brain health, which is very important in what you're doing, Riza, which is the coaching. It also magnesium promotes healthy energy metabolism. It also helps your optimal working memory. So it's some of this drink has the caffeine, some of that has the, like this drink I think is decaf, the one I'm drinking, which is lemonade. We will have a video on that one. So this is the best for now for me. A new drink that they just launched is a lemonade. We have a purple grape, a strawberry, and kids loves it. Kids love it. So it also have a DMAE. Okay, it helps support a normal brain nervous function, optimize memory, and the alertness, improves your alertness. So we drink this when were driving, like long driving. EJ loves this one where he feels low sleepy while drinking. He drinks this. He also helps improve learning, performance, focus, and mental acuity. It also have a green tea extract, which is a natural source of caffeine. It provides a natural energy boost. It also have L-theanine. Theanine. It helps promote healthier, sustained energy, helps promote state alertness. It helps improve learning performance and mental acuity. And also the quercetin. I have to mention what is quercetin. Quercetin is known for an antioxidant function. It helps boost your cellular protection. That is why when there's a during the flu season and I'm scared that my kids going back, I always have them energy instead of giving them pop or just sugar too just full of sugar. I give them this drink. So that's about this drink, and which is blessing a lot of kids, especially with kids with have a low focus and things like that. It is a blessing. So now, being said that, we're almost done. Who is Miss Riza? Okay, going back to you, Miss Riza. Who is Miss Riza?
Well,
And what's your
I
goal?
I coach dementia caregivers, and
Mhm.
it's something that as educators, right, Mom Grace, and for myself, I want to try things before I recommend it to my clients. I have to understand the science. I have to make sure that it works, so I can testify that it's a good product. And that's where, when I started the low carb fasting, understanding that sugar causes inflammation of the brain fog, right? Carbs, sugar. So if we eat a lot of rice and potatoes,
Mhm.
that fogs our brain. And what are the good foods to feed our brain so it will function optimally? And that's what my passion. I want to share it to my dementia caregivers, and this is something that they can consume, you know um, educating them with this powerful supplements. it you
Okay.
know it just doesn't say this is what it does and everything, but it really proves what it does in our body in detoxifying the oxidative stress. And that's the main thing I notice is clarity, sharpness of the mind, and the positive mood. It takes so much for me to be upset. And I'm happy. Like, I mean, we have
You're
challenges
starting
in
to.
life, yeah. We have
Mhm.
stresses that come along, and finding myself, I'm driving and honking me, right? I'm like, hey, just go. I just like so calm. I'm like, I like
Yeah.
this. So that's
Yes, that's what
something
I
that,
noticed too. I just
yes, yes,
noticed that with my clients, they also have they. I have one client that she always posted like negative things in Facebook, and then when she started activating herself, she's
yeah,
doing photography, more of positivity, and
yes.
just traveling people, even with the people with clients who having a let's just the old ones they're traveling. I have one doctor who is my client. She mentioned to me that she can she when she was traveling she can't travel that much because she has a knee pain, and now with energy she was like she messaged me a month ago that she has had climbed 700 steps somewhere in one of the one of the
Wow.
country. So that's so amazing that we are just sharing and at the same
Mhm.
time making people's lives easier and changing their life, and you know can you also share how did you decided to join the company?
By trying it and proving that it works.
Mm-hmm.
And when Mom Grace was talking to me, she's like, Riza, I felt younger. She said, I felt younger now when I feel like I'm in my 20s. And I'm like, okay, that's too much. Right? I mean, she's trying to like show me what the action, the NRF2 activation did for her. And she's like, Mom Grace is a sweet, very courageous lady, and she's happy. That's why we get along. We just laugh. And that's the one thing that act show and nrf2 do is it gives you the power to stay positive, because all what's flooding in your brain are positive hormones, and you just ignore the things that will just detox you. So it's something that we say, oh, that's just oxidative stress, I'm not going to deal with it, so you pick your battles, you get smarter, and want to stay positive. So that's it's oxidative stress, just ignore. So the mindfulness and the positivity. So when Mom Grace mentioned about feeling 20 years old, and I'm like, I see her doing Zumba, and I'm like, yeah, she's older than me. So now, I'm taking the
Of course,
NRF2, and actually, not much, not much
I'm
with the
42
age.
years old. I think I'm half your age.
We're about the same age. So taking the NRF2 and the ACT show, like I mentioned, I'm enjoying the hip hop dance. Like, where before I think it was too fast for me. And kickboxing. I do kickboxing, the video workout. Before, all I do is like, I'm just walking because I get joint pains if I
Mhm.
do intense exercise. But now, like,
Because
because I'm taking
yeah,
it, yes, I do hip hop dance, I do kickboxing, and I feel great. The fear of having joint pain after exercise is not there anymore. So it's giving you, yeah, it's giving you the security, and it keeps you being more active as well. So that's something that, as a dementia coach, is to educate, my clients and their caregivers and the family, because there's a high risk if it's in the family with the
just
kind
a
of
disclaimer. Yeah,
disease that I am coaching. And
just a disclaimer, guys. Sorry. Just a disclaimer. We don't in this video. We don't claim it treats or cure or mitigate diseases. Just sharing a fun activation story. So, Miss Risa, when I know we're running out of time, I'd like to know more. Will you invite them on your podcast? I know you have a podcast too, like Naomi. And also, you can share your, since this is you spend time with this, you can share your website, your Life Vantage website, and just invite them.
yes, thank you, Mom Grace. I don't have the podcast yet. I have my Empowering Dementia group in Facebook that I am growing. It's a free Facebook group, and I will share the link for everyone that want to join. And if you will benefit from my coaching, the education, the free resources that I provide in the group, please join. It's one way of me helping out, and staying healthier and focusing on brain health. I do one-to-one coaching, and I provide a 30-minute call with me. That's something that we can chat, let me know what's your concerns about your loved one with memory loss, and even we will discuss about your health as well as a caregiver, because caregiving is very stressful. So I we know that, and I will be providing guide and education, and coaching services.
So, what is your Life Vantage link?
Yes, now with Life Vantage, I'm with the Steadfast team. Woohoo! And so you can check our website. My website is Riza Carlton riza.livevantage.com. So you can visit my website, or Mom Grace's, and just explore the products, the amazing products that we have there. And message us if you have any question. Message me, message Mom Grace, and we'll be glad to
Help you.
help you.
Okay, as with about helping, we have a support here coming from our trainer Ran of New Jersey. We have from Philippines Rod Bernales, one of our supporter in low carb fasting. We have Sherilyn is also a part of Life Advantage from Canada. We have Miss Naomi, a nurse practitioner from Arizona, and we have a lot of support guys. So with this one again. um, we don't treat or cures, just sharing our lovely story. Keep sharing. If you have some questions, if you have wanting to have a coach on weight management, join the lane to weight management. We combine the lifestyle, the autophagy, which is the low carb fasting, and with nutrigenomics and exercise. Again, thank you so much. To close this one, I'm gonna play and share a video of this product sponsored by our company. So I will share one of the video that I prepared. Well, actually did prepare. It was one of the video, not that. So this one, not that. So just let me try this again. So with while I'm doing this, Miss Riza, do you have any final, message to our viewers?
Yes. Thank you, Mom Grace, for again speaking to our group and educating everyone about brain health. And I am a dementia coach, and join my Facebook group, and we'll empower each other and walk the journey to a healthier brain. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. So I'm just gonna play this to.
Hit the beat. I gotta 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 hit the
There we go. Goodbye.